I see the last 3 years, it has been very uncertain, a lot of changes. So I also know a lot of leaders are struggling to really understand who they are and how do they step out, right? You can just get too engrossed in work that you do not have that capacity to step out of that. So what advice would you give to somebody like that?
Acknowledge your fears and get out of your comfort zone. That's what I would say. Because that is the difference between a leader who is out there and basically people respect. Because each of us have a different fear within us. Even myself right now doing the podcast, I absolutely don't like seeing myself or hearing my voice. But on the other case, it is one of the way of how I would like to share my knowledge and experience with other leaders out there, other marketeers. And that is acknowledging my fear. And I think one of the key things is that also, even if you're in a boardroom and you're talking to your board and you know that you want to say something, but you are fearing to say that, say it. It's better to be said and done rather than keep it to yourself.
Wonderful. I think I love both sides of like acknowledging your fear and then go beyond the comfort zone. And I think most often we run away or we try to not see the fear. But what you are sharing is that when you face the fear, actually that's where you draw that courage and not by waiting for something to change externally. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And once again, right, I always say leadership is a choice. You are being vulnerable right now by sharing that there is some fear here, even here in this interview. And I can all very much relate to that because like I procrastinated for a full year before starting my podcast because it was so uncomfortable listening to my own voice and dealing with my own fears and like, who am I to interview somebody? But leadership is about those choices. Those could be little choices, but then those could also be big, meaningful choices. So thank you for sharing the choices that you have made to lead you to where you are today. And the intention once again here is to celebrate you for who you are and the choices that you have made.